Hey guys, it's eBaTT and welcome to today's session. I'd just like to quickly thank you guys for subscribing and watching the videos. It's a really nice thing to see the videos growing, and obviously I want to thank Guy for being here with us once again and basically tell you that today's session is in request of one of the members who put a note saying, can you help me with my forehand hook? So in fact, when I was younger and I first started playing, a typical left-hander, I generally hooked quite a lot, and I found I had problems when someone gave me a heavy backspin ball. I really struggled to lift the ball up. Having said that, in a normal match situation, I can use a hook and then it can give me a lot of benefits. So there's pros and cons to hooking. By the way, Guy, have you ever hooked?
I don't think I've ever played a bad shot in my life, to be honest. No, I'm joking. But the only time, to be honest, that I would hook would go around the net to get a skidder. So in training, if you'd give me a long serve wide to my forehand trying to catch me out, normally I'd hook it around the net. But luckily for me, I had a good coach who ensured that I didn't have a lot of wrist movement and kept in a more neutral position.
Actually, yeah, I remember a few times you did go around the net against me, so fair play to you. Next time I'll just serve fast along down the line. Anyways, so I'm going to try and give you 3 or 4 tips to try and help you to get a more neutral position when you're playing your forehand topspin. That does not mean you can't still hook, it just will help you to take away this habit that you've built over the years from here to there. Okay, so this one is not a clean fix, but it will help you slowly and also kind of almost force you to take your wrist back. So all you need to do is, from the backhand side, instead of playing a backhand, you're going to turn the corner and play a forehand cross court, which will kind of get you to keep your wrist back to enable you to make the ball go cross court. So very simple. You can start very slowly by just driving the ball. Go again. Be aware of your wrist when you're playing this shot. Try not to focus too much on the ball going on or off. Obviously, you want to try and keep it on if you can. But try to really be aware of your hand. Really try to feel how your hand feels. Is your wrist cocked inwards or is it backwards? Now notice, if I cock my wrist slightly in, watch what will happen. Instead of the ball going cross court, if my timing is the same, it will go down the line. So I'll keep my wrist straight for cross court. And then I cock my wrist, it naturally will go down the line. Okay, the other thing you can do is, instead of just driving, you can also do a forehand topspin, a normal forehand topspin. Okay, so the second tip I want to give you guys is how you hold the bat might help you. So some guys, or some people, or ladies as well, have a dominant backhand grip, and they don't change the grip, which means then they naturally kind of hook. So it's very important to try and maneuver your grip slightly to enable you to have a more neutral grip and a forehand dominant grip. So therefore you don't hook naturally. I mean, what kind of things do you do, Guy? Do you change your grip or you?
So when I play my forehand, I have a very forehand dominant grip, which means my fingers right at the end of the racket here, and my thumb and my fingers are really tight on the racket. So there's actually no wrist movement, which is the reason why I don't hook often. But when I change to my backhand, I change my grip slightly, so my finger moves slightly up, and my fingers are much lighter on the back. So this enables me to actually flick my wrist when playing the backhand and have a lot more freedom in my wrist. Saying that, when I do want to hook on the forehand, when you give me those wide serves to my forehand, I loosen my grip to a more backhand dominant grip, and this enables me to then use my wrist and come round the ball.
But for me, like Guy, I do a little grip change, which enables me to have a more clean backhand and a more neutral position for my forehand. Therefore, I don't hook as much. I remember, like I said, when I was younger, I actually did hook, and I do remember not having a grip change. So there's a nice little tip for you. Just be aware of your grip. You might need to adjust your grip to stop you from hooking the ball.
It's funny because when I do want to hook, when you give me that serve over there, I do change my grip and I do loosen it so I can get round the ball. I can't hook in my natural forehand position. So.
Okay, that's also interesting. There you go. So for Guy to hook, he'll actually adjust once again from a normal neutral forehand position to a slightly backhand dominant grip, and then he can go around the ball better. Okay, so if you really, really are struggling to get out of this habit, then you come to the last resort. And this is my last tip for you. With some players who I really struggle to fix their hook, then I make them do this kind of thing. So you take the index finger, and you're going to put it just here, in between the bat or the handle and your hand, and then you wrap your hand around your wrist. This will kind of keep it in a straight alignment. So you can see there, it's in a straight alignment there, which then allows me to play without bringing my wrist in. Yeah, my finger keeps my wrist backwards. And then you just you do normal knocking like this, okay? So let's have a look. So I keep my wrist. Oh, good. And then, nice and easy. This also allows me to feel when my wrist is starting to come inwards on my index finger. So it's a really good tool for you guys to really implement if you absolutely have to and you've got no other choice. Okay, well, I hope those 3 tips helped you. I mean, we're not all lucky like this guy who can play his forehand topspin with ease, and it's just natural for him. So for you guys who do struggle with the hook slightly, then hopefully those 3 things will help you. You've got to remember, it takes time, you've got to be persistent, and just be patient, do it over and over again, repetition, and eventually it will all fall into place. So lastly, I'd like to obviously thank Guy again, and thank you guys for subscribing, for watching, and just being a part of the journey with us. And I hope to see you in the next video. Remember, every video is on the 1st of each month, and I'm going to change it to the 14th of each month. So 1st of each month and 14th of each month will come out with the tutorial, eBaTT tutorials. So thanks again, guys. Please subscribe. Please hit the like button, and we'll see you next time.